first off, probably a simple question, not a simple answer. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, you know. Very lucky to be recovering at the rate that I am, and yeah, just happy to be a part of the program and, help these guys in any way I can.
Has getting back on the mat, I mean, you're a competitive guy. It's just a natural thing, but has it been somewhat cathartic for you? Like, has it helped kind of relax you a little bit, like bring you back to something normal?
Definitely, Big Ten wrestling, it's tough. It's a little stressful. You got to be making weight every weekend and competing at a very high level every time you step out. So, probably if I come back to wrestling, this will probably be the longest stretch of not competing. So, just trying to enjoy it.
If you can we go back to August and what was that like for you? What was that night, that moment, what was it like, if you can give us any of your perspective of what happened?
Yeah, craziness. It's just, that's how life goes sometimes. Crazy things happen, but, you're just happy to be alive once you wake up and things like that. So, it was tough, though. I'm not going to sit here and act like the time at the hospital was easy. Things were tough, but, at the end of the day, I was still breathing, so I was still happy.
Sammy, Coach said he thinks you're like 60%, and he mentioned that there will be some challenges with one of your legs. Do you find that you're now trying to teach yourself to wrestle a new way?
Yeah. Human body is it's something special. If something's not working right, your body just compensates naturally for it. And I've been wrestling my whole life, so there's ways that I can work around it and still be able to practice and scrap with these guys. So definitely some challenges right now, and hopefully in 6 to 8 months we'll see that deficit in my left leg start to go away. I've been making a lot of improvements, so you go back to learning how to walk again and to where I'm at now. So it's honestly been just an uphill improvement since the incident. So as long as things keep going that way, got good hopes to get back on the mat.
Are there any other complications that you have to deal with?
No. I got screws in my back. I got 4 screws, 2 bars. But to be honest, it's my back has felt great. So
yeah.
The deficit is mostly in my left leg and just some of the nerve damage that happened. And, but life is good, man. Life is good. It's just keeps getting better.
One point there, Coach said, well, we were talking about you and the possibility of coming back. And he said, well, we have everybody back. I said, is he going to wrestle at 57? And he said, well, he's lost a little weight and everybody's back. Everybody's back. I said, what are you, challenging Sammy Sasso? Does he do that? I mean, does he push you in some way, or is he kidding?
He's probably kidding. He's probably messing with you. But I mean, wrestling's a tough sport. So you get challenged in this room every day. It's the Ohio State wrestling room, so it ain't easy. No matter what. So, and if I come back, that's a big if. So, I'm probably gonna have to beat somebody for a spot, and big if though.
Well, even just practicing on the mat right now, I mean, looking back to August when you were in the hospital room, like, was there doubt that you would be able to wrestle again?
Oh yeah, I mean, they're telling you might not walk again. So, wrestling is that's the furthest thing from your mind.
Yeah. I mean, how much of wrestling was on your mind through your recovery, like as a kind of a goal, as something that you were, I guess, striving to get back to?
I mean, obviously I've done it my whole life and competed at a high level, so you want to get back to that, but at the same token, it's like, I'm happy to be alive and be with my family, and I'm not in a wheelchair, so things could have been a lot worse for me, and it just feels good that I'm able to roll around a little bit.
Yeah. Tom was talking about your speech ahead of, like, to your team ahead of the Penn State match, and he was talking about how, like, you would kill to be on that wrestling mat, like working with Ohio State. Can you take me through kind of what your message has been to this team as they go through tournament play, as they go through Big Ten play, and kind of prepare for what you normally would be preparing for at this point?
Yeah, just similar things that, I tried to do during my career, and, that's just being able to cut loose and wrestle free and just be the best version of themselves. So when you can do that, that's when your best wrestling is going to come out. Everybody wants to win. Sometimes the guy's just better than you.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But if you wrestle at your best, then you know the things you got to work on, what you need to come back into the room and fix, as opposed to, you wrestle scared, you wrestle nervous, and you don't take risks, you're not shooting, and then you don't know what you need to fix. You're lost because you wrestled scared, not because he was better than you.
How impactful has this coaching staff, this room, been in terms of just being a support system for you through this?
Yeah, it's been huge, you know what I mean? When you got teammates coming and visiting you in the hospital, and that meant a lot to me. They were probably a little freaked out when they saw me and things like that. They didn't know what to expect, and but to me, it meant the world that those guys would come and check on me and things like that. So it's been a big help, and I probably couldn't have done it without these guys.
Said it's a big if you can come back. What more do you need to see, I guess, whether that's physically or otherwise, where you'll say, yeah, I can wrestle next year?
I mean, if I'm not competing at the level that I was before, then I won't come back. I had a great career. I never lost the Big Ten dual meet. I wouldn't come back at a less version of myself and, tarnish my record, or just what I'd done in the sport. So if I'm not competing at what I was or better, then it's not happening.
How far away does that level seem right now?
I'm good at wrestling still. That's I can still wrestle, but when you're talking about winning a national title and trying to make a world team here, that's a high percentage. Mm-hmm. So that's still a ways away. Can I roll around on the mat a little bit right now and wrestle some live with some of the lighter guys? Yeah, and that's cool. I get to work out, do what I love, and sweat. So it's I'm just thankful I can do that right now. So.
I hate to keep returning to the leg, but is it more of you're going to have to learn to wrestle a new way sort of on one leg, or is it that the leg is going to keep getting better and that will allow you to wrestle in the ways you used to before?
Yeah, leg will keep getting better. Nerve damage, like I said, but we've run tests and stuff, and everything's clicking, everything's firing, just at a lower percentage than what a normal left leg would be doing. So. But like I said, we've seen steadily improvement since this incident, and as long as things keep going that way, it's definitely a possibility. And I would like to compete the same way I used to. If I can't compete like that, then I won't do it. But
I know a lot. I mean, with senior day coming Sunday, a lot of usual senior days are like looking back at a career and being like, yeah, this is what I accomplished. It feels like a lot of these conversations with you is kind of like looking forward and saying, okay, what could be over the course of recovery? Is that, I don't know, like over the course of knowing what you've done in this room on these mats, is that frustrating to be like, to be uncertain whether you can get back to that point, or is that on your mind?
No, it's not frustrating at all. I mean, it gives you something to try to look forward to, and so, geez, you know, you when this whole thing happened, you know, I didn't know where I would be at. So just to be able to, you know, have the hopes to wrestle again, that's cool with me. And like you said, I had a great career. So if you know God's gotten planned for me that you know you're not going to wrestle again, then no, I'm okay with that.
Sammy, you've been to hell and back. Are you encouraged or discouraged?
Encouraged for sure. You know, and you go through something like that, and it makes wrestling a lot easier. So I've noticed that just even you know just sparring with the guys and rolling around with these folks that. What I went through was a lot harder than wrestling live in the room. So, you know, what you thought was hard before, you know, you go through something like that, it's not so hard anymore. So.
Thanks.
At the same time, is it hard to have patience with yourself and grace with yourself because you're one of the highest levels that you can reach in this sport? Your body is used to working a certain way. So is it hard to be patient when it doesn't?
It's I would say it's a little annoying, but when you look at the grand scheme of things, you know, centimeter up, centimeter down, I'm going or in a wheelchair. It's cool right now. It's cool. You know, I'll enjoy my time not competing right now, because you know if I do come back to the mat, like I said, this is probably going to be the longest time I ever had to just you know. Spend more time with my lady, spend more time with my family, look out for these guys, coach these guys a little bit more than what I used to be able to. So definitely enjoying my time right now.
And that's kind of my next question. Coach said you've always been a leader on this team, but it's a little bit different now. Are you enjoying kind of that new aspect and stepping back and maybe seeing things differently?
Yeah, it's cool. You know, I always tried to help these guys as much as I could, but, you know, in this sport, when you're trying to be first place, it's hard to look out for other people, and you kind of have to, you know, focus on yourself at some points in the career. So it's been really nice, especially some of these guys that I, you know, talked to a lot and had them on recruiting trips here. And, wanted them really bad at Ohio State. It's nice to, you know, start working with them and also see them getting better and winning wrestling matches. So it's been cool, and you know, I'm getting a little bit older now, so it's different from when I was, you know, a sophomore or freshman. 23. I would like to coach, you know, that's, you know, hopefully that's in the cards for me in the future, and just gotta, you know, keep doing what I can now, and, you know, hopefully, you know, make a name for myself and be able to do that. Thank you.
We're in the picture business. Can you kind of just mingle over there and get some, you know,
Yeah, we can do that for sure. Yeah.